Hello, we are discussing the ISI 2023 Bstat paper, and this is question number 40, where we are asked to find the limit of this expression. So it says limit extending to 0 of this whole thing. So we can write this as limit extending to 0 of 1 by x. Now we factorize the expression within the bracket. So I have cos x and minus cos x into cos of 1 by x. So which can be written as cos x into 1 minus cos of 1 by x minus 1 plus cos of 1 by x can be written as minus of 1 minus cos of 1 by x. So this can be written as limit x tending to 0 of 1 by x into cos x minus 1 times 1 minus cos of 1 by x, which can be written as limit x tending to 0 cos x minus 1 by x into 1 minus cos 1 by x. Now we know that as x tends to 0, 1 by x will tend to infinity. So the value of cos of 1 by x can be anything between plus 1 and minus 1. So when cos of x becomes equal to plus 1, so 1 minus cos of 1 by x will be between 0 and 2. So that means the absolute value of the limit x tending to 0 of cos x minus 1 by x into 1 minus cos of 1 by x will be greater than will be less than equal to 2. It is greater than equal to 0, less than equal to 2. So that means this will be less than equal to 2 times the absolute value of limit x tending to 0 of cos x minus 1 by x. So when x tends to 0, then limit of x tending to 0 of cos x minus 1 by x will become limit x tending to 0 of sin x by 1, which is sine of 0, which is 0. So that means the right hand side becomes equal to 0. So this is greater than equal to 0, less than equal to 2. And that means for x tending to 0, the right hand side of the limit becomes equal to 0. So both sides of the expression become 0. So that means the limiting value of limit of x tending to 0 of cos x minus 1 by x times 1 minus cos of 1 by x becomes equal to 0. So the answer is option A. Move to number 15, which says if n is a positive integer having 27 divisors including 1 and n, which are denoted by d1 to d27, then the product of this equals what? Now let's take an example. Let's say I have the number 12 and the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. So let's say this is d1, d2, d3, d4, d5, d6. So that means 12 by d1 is 12 by 1, which is 12, which is d6. 12 by d2 is 12 by 2, which is 6, which is D5. So likewise I can have 12 by D3 is 12 by 3, which is equal to 4, which is equal to D4. So 12 by D1 is D6, 12 by D2 is D5, and 12 by D3 is D4. That means if I take the multiples of D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and I take the square of this, then I can write this as D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 multiplied by, now D1 is nothing but 12 by D6. So this is 12 by D6, the next one is 12 by D5, the next one is 12 by D4, the next one is 12 by D3, the next one is 12 by D2, the next one is 12 by D1. So that means all of this will get cancelled and I will get this as 12 to the power 6. So that means the product of D1 to D6 will be 12 to the power 6 by 2. So that means the product of D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 will be 12 to the power 6 by 2. So here I have 27 factors and the number is n. So I have D1, D2, D3 up to D27 square will be equal to n to the power d. Right? So where d is the number of factors, so which is n to the power 27. So therefore the product of di will be equal to n to the power 27 by 2, which is option C.